think, wasn't
I
it that we
remembered as much
wanted?
as I could, man. I'm sorry.
No. You had
Yeah.
most of it. I just filled in a couple gaps and made sure we're on the same page. That's all.
Yeah, because what it is that we were trying to do, sorry, just to make sure I
No, you're good.
understand.
Uh huh.
We were trying to, because I remember me and somebody else, I think Maya, or
Yes.
yeah, left a note for Hugo saying to meet us like at the headmaster's office or something like that. And then we went to the headmaster. Headmaster was like, use the shop instead. And then Lokar and Chev, you guys have that meeting at midnight with the skulls, right?
The skull. Yeah, and we were wanting to talk to Hugo first before that meeting
First, before
happened.
doing that. Yeah, gotcha. Okay, good. I got it all.
We will fast track to dusk, where the shops would have been closed, and you will just say the four of you are together on your way to, like making your way up to the shop.
Making our way downtown.
Yeah, walking tall. I don't know what the lyrics are. You will know that Hugo is going to leave the door open for you guys, and he will be in there. So before heading in, three of you, because Poppy's not here yet, but Damon's with you technically. Go ahead.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll walk in.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
I'll walk in.
No conversation at all. Just jumping right into
And I'm just
it.
awkwardly standing outside the door,
yeah,
like,
no talking
or...
strategies. No, so I haven't seen you for a while or anything. I mean, nobody really knows Lilith at this point, and Lilith doesn't know you three have the least connection with the entire group as well as each other, by the way. So,
Which is
okay.
really
Well,
ironic.
I'm
because
sorry.
Lilith
Now
studies
that
at the
I know
academy.
that.
Hold on.
Live.
So let me. That was the other thing. I missed this. So I had everybody reintroduce their characters as well, so everybody remembered who was what. So we're gonna start with Chev. Well, you guys are kind of a package deal, so we'll start with Lilith. So Lilith, please reintroduce your character.
Wait, why? Oh, because they're package deal. Got it. Okay, that's the fun part. So Lilith, I am a sorcerer who is training under Owen's mom, whose name I don't remember. Colleen. And I'm just a student at the academy. I work in the market part-time at a bookshop. And I just one day while in the market, I think I just stumbled upon you guys and got pulled into all this when the whole thing with the pamphlets happened. Oh, what was it? I woke up um after the what was like an earthquake thing happened or fire started. That's
Yeah.
what it was. I'm
Yep.
sorry. I'm trying to like remember the beginning of this campaign.
No, you're good.
All right, that's me.
Pop the bomb.
All right, and then go ahead, you two.
So we are new to town for the most part. We've semi-established ourselves here ever since coming here after our entire village was destroyed, basically. Everyone killed in there as far as we know. We buried everyone that we could find. And then we headed into town with what little we could scavenge together. And we met the majority of the group, I believe, trying to find our way here, a place of our own in town. We stumbled onto with the headmaster of the magic school here, and he took a fancy to our abilities and took us under his wing personally. And then Chev landed us a job with the blacksmith.
Oh yeah.
And then we really got rallied into all of this once the pamphlets exploded. And yeah, here we all are now.
You went way backwards. So you guys came to town, yes. Then the pamphlets exploded, and then there was you did get the job from the blacksmith, but then there was a week and a half of downtime between the pamphlets exploding and when you guys all came together. And then you guys they had a or they had guard registration in the town square, and sorry, During the night the pamphlets exploded, you guys fought a creature and saved somebody's life. Do you remember that?
Oh
It was a
yeah, I remember
Uh,
that. It was when
Margaret.
Vergrim revealed himself and like I saw that and
Yeah.
like scared the guys away, yeah.
But you guys
we, s-
learned that you possess a magical power that nobody has ever seen before, which is what makes you maguses. And that is why the head of the order, Fennin, had told you guys to keep your gifts under wraps because it's a very unique
yes.
skill. I just want to make
Indeed.
sure that was that was said. But yeah, for the most part, everything else was correct. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you're good. Um, family's
And now
dead.
we walk through the door.
You guys are like 16 years old. Then there you go. All right, you come in and you can see Hugo, not in his ceremonious garb. He looks like he's dressed kind of like a street sleuth. He's got some dirty robes. You can see that he's not wood polishing, but dusting. There we go. That's the word. I couldn't think of it. Dusting the shelves and taking care of the shop. Rumbling about how his son isn't doing as good as his job, which I don't think you guys had met Scarlett's brother.
We did.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Well, then you would know.
Oh maybe yeah.
Yeah, they had met him. And then as soon as you enter, he looks up and says, "Little late. I figured for youth, you guys would be on time."
Um,
We're
sorry
so
about that. We it's been a lot of walk around, and this is a rather large city.
Understood. My time here is short, so if you don't mind getting straight to business, I would appreciate it.
Straight to business it is. So we're having a meeting tonight with the Skulls and their hideout.
I sincerely doubt they would be taking you to their hideout.
Yes. As you know, Chev and I apprehended one of theirs and turned him into your guards. I don't know if that's been reported to you or not.
I did check our ledgers. Nothing of note had been reported for the day. So if what you're saying is true, do you have the names of the guards you dropped this man off to?
Actually, I did ask the names. Did you? I didn't take note of it, but I did ask the guards their names that night.
And you do not remember their names.
Well, we know what day it was. Who was guarding the door to your place on that day, on the day that it happened? Maybe you could narrow the list down. You know, I assume your own people. So it was on whatever day it was on, and at this time. So who was guarding your place at this time?
I will check my records then. I will expect you to be back to me with your findings of this meeting. What is it, though, that you need of me?
Was kind of hope you could help make sure that we didn't die down there. I don't know. Maybe you can slip us some sending stones so you can listen in on the conversation.
So let me understand this. You are going to go into a somewhat secret organization's hideout. You want me to give you magical devices to communicate with, and you think that they're not going to pat you down to make sure you don't carry any weapons or anything of note?
Lokar is pro at keystering. He'll get it in.
You know that these are roguish types, right? They specialize in the unseen hand.
I couldn't help myself. Or that.
Um,
Um. Well,
well,
You,
what do you suggest then?
I suggest you go in with the minimal amount of things. Uh, take note of anybody you hear, names you hear, locations, if they blindfold you, sights, sounds, anything. I would never advise children in an undertaking such as this, but if this gives you a lead onto what happened during the Red Day, then I will allow it. But I will have no acknowledgement, openly about your activities, and I would strongly suggest you keep my name out of anything that you do.
Oh, especially including them. But if your guard, quote unquote, that took that prisoner that day isn't really one of your guards, then they know that we're on the up and up and not part of and don't want part of what they're doing.
Right.
Also, it would be a good idea to maybe I have a smoke bomb in my inventory, so if your guard sees smoke, maybe send motherfuckers because we're in real trouble.
The Night's Watch is very observant of activities. They are
Good.
not of a concern that you will have. If there is a disturbance, they will respond accordingly.
Beautiful.
And if we ended up getting arrested, you would make sure that we got out, correct? Even though you don't know about our partakings of the evening.
Depending on the manner in which you were taken in, yes, but if you are committing illegal activities, and it is a heinous one at that, then there's nothing I can do to help you.
Right, which I would never do.
So it seems like you've basically just asked me to do nothing.
It's more
Or,
just
you
having
know,
somebody aware of what we're about to do so that if things go sideways, you have some idea of what's happening before we walk into a situation that is wildly unknown to us.
I have a
We're willing to take the risk to try to help your city. So all we're asking for is just someone to go, "Hey, I know about this thing. Those aren't bad guys. They're trying to help."
I
If things go sideways.
find it interesting that you refer to it as my city, as my reports show that you have seeking residency and have taken up work apprenticeship under Lakodanya.
You've lived here longer than us. You know the city better than us. The people respect you. Some
Yeah,
fear you.
you
We're
hold a
still
position of power. We're barely new here, so like it's your city from our perspective.
And what do you get out of all of this, miss? And he looks over at you, Lilith.
Well, I'm just here trying to offer assistance to the best of my ability. I know we're still investigating the pamphlets, we're still investigating the entire situation, and it seems like we have a good lead here, but I understand Lokar and Chev, they wanted to just check in with you, see if you had perhaps any assistance you can offer them. And I think it is important, of course, for them to alert someone in your position, as it's, understandable, head of the guard. It's important for you to know, what's happening. We're essentially just reporting to you, sir.
He kind of just looks at you blankly. This is what I
Well,
get for putting my daughter in charge of finding people to help me. Speaking of which, have any of you seen my
Oh,
daughter?
Just to be extremely clear, we don't need to help you. We're doing that because we would like this city to be our home, and if there are crazy people blowing things up in the city, it's not much of a home. Okay, so if you don't think what we're doing is valuable, let us know and we will happily walk away.
Then happily walk away. If this
All right.
is how you're going to respond to me, I
I
have
say
as
let's
much faith
walk out
in
of the room.
you and trust as another common
It's
person
hard to
walking through
talk
these
to
streets.
my back as I walk out of the room. Like, yo,
Uh,
I'm done. Done.
okay.
I meet with this
uh,
stuff between them because at least they'll take us seriously.
Oh
look,
no.
all we came here to accomplish was to inform you on what was going on. We didn't want to go into this without a plan B. You are our plan B. If stuff starts to go down, we have a signal. Maybe you send men. I don't know.
All I can promise you is that should a signal be stricken, the guard will respond in tow. And as long as you don't do anything too felonious, then I will be able to offer you a level of protection and anonymity. Do not use
I
your
would.
names with these people. Also, do you have any word of my daughter, her whereabouts?
Not at this
we
time.
discussed where she was going. I just don't remember where. It's been
Yeah, same. I don't remember.
It's been too long.
I would like a full recount come morning if your scheme does not take that long. But I would be very interested to see your results. Any and all information would be most helpful.
Yeah, that's not a problem. Please and thank you would be great.
I agree. Whenever you're ready.
Anyways, thank you so much for your time.
Lokar's just gonna look at him, just deadpan and right, like just. I see. No wonder Scarlet rebels so much. All right, well, you've been absolutely wonderful. If we're still alive in the morning, we'll come to you and let you know. By the way, you might want to recheck all your guards and find out which ones are actually, playing by your rules at this point, because it seems like you don't have fully trustworthy people under your employment. So your judge of character, your daughter might get it from you, and then walk off.
One una memento, sir, if I may.
Right, motherfucker.
And he looks at you, Lilith. You should very much give your friend the same advice, as one of your colleagues has repeatedly assaulted my guards over the past week. And
I didn't hire Jesse. You
walked
hired your people.
out. Oh, now you're back in? Out or in, basket?
Yeah. I didn't hire Jesse. You hired your people. You handpicked your people.
My daughter formed this group. So her
right. And you formed the city guard, and your city guard might not be working for you and you alone.
Well, that is something I guess you'll have to figure out for me, isn't it then? Thank you.
Oh, I have to figure out your shit also.
Enough! Gosh, could you both please?
How you got this position is beyond me. We'll let you know in the morning and then walk out.
Lokar. Men. And Lilith just walks out.
You guys.
All right, well, we walk in as soon as I walk out. Well, that was freaking helpful. All right.
You guys hear a glass break or shatter on the other side of the door once you walk out.
And now he's breaking stuff in his wife's general store. Fantastic. Hopefully he's going to cover that.
You didn't have to be so argumentative. Gosh.
He didn't have to be a dick.
Dude, when I say he's being a dick, you can dismiss it. But when Basket says it, maybe you should pay attention.
You have no idea what kind of day Hugo's had, okay?
I don't care. I don't care. We're about to... Two children, in his eyes, two children are about to risk their freaking lives. And he is just so dismissive of everything. I don't give a fuck about his day.
Fuck his day, all right? Like, Jev is fucking angry. And I walked smooth the fuck out of there without a wink or a nod. Just fuck you and walked.
Let's just remember the headache that Jesse's caused him. Okay, let's just
Well, that's Jesse. That ain't me and look. Yeah.
Fucking problem. He's wildly dismissive and like deeply unhelpful.
Okay, well, maybe there's a motive. We'll never know.
Maybe we will know.
Maybe he just has that tough love mentality. But we're not there for tough love, damn it. We need actual support.
You're not my real dad.
Yeah, we're kids.
I'm fucking 16, man. Come on. All right. The message is across to Hugo. He knows what's going on. If something happens, I guess his city guard will see the fucking puff of smoke from the smoke bomb, and they'll come running. I don't know. But
you guys wouldn't know this, but Lilith would, that the Night Watch is a completely separate organization from the Guard that watches during the day. They're their own breed. So if there's something going on with the Guard, it's more than likely not going on with the Night's Watch. They are heavy worshippers of the god Thalon, and they believe in balance and righteousness above all.
Okay,
Pass this
fantastic.
information on to them.
Fuck it. Then I guess we need to go talk to somebody in the Night Watch, or is it going to be too late? Or do they change? When do
Hugo
they?
is still the boss of the Night's Watch. I'm just saying.
I don't care.
Two separate
I don't care. I don't even want to
organizations.
talk to the boss anymore. All right, I want to talk to a disgruntled employee at this point.
Like middle management who's pissed off about the situation themselves and would actually back us up. That would be lovely. Where's middle management at?
Yeah, but he doesn't want us to use our names or put his name in this or anything like that, which I understand. I get that. He doesn't want any implications.
We've talked to them. They already know our names. So like that's out the window before we even walked in the room.
Not my problem, dog.
No. That's me. That's me as Chev talking to Lokar.
Okay.
Like, yeah. No, so like, there's how can we, what can we do? Like, they scouted us. They're probably watching us right now.
Probably. I don't know, man. At this point, let's say fuck it and roll the dice, see what happens.
Or we could come up with an actual plan.
I mean, we have an actual
We
plan.
had we had an actual plan, and that actual plan was highly uncooperative.
Oh, extremely.
And we're pretty good at going on, the whim, the whim of our pants,
I always wanted to go with the woman in my pants.
Well, you guys know that to get to the Kildrek for your meeting, you would have to leave now to get there by midnight.
Yeah, let's
Let's
walk and
go.
talk. Lilith, I don't know if you want to be seen with us at this point. They're just expecting the two of us.
Well, I don't
Maybe
think
walk back about 15, 20 feet from us. Don't act like you're following us.
Window shop.
here's what I'm thinking. They're only expecting you, so I definitely shouldn't go exactly with you. But I will tail you from far, and I do have the ability to message you and hopefully not be overheard. So I could, try to check in on you and make sure you're okay, and that way if you get any danger, I could try to alert the nearest guard or knights and
all
just
right.
try to get you some help.
If you try and you get no response, that means we're safe.
Okay.
If you try and you get a muffled response, that means we've been gagged.
Okay.
If you try and you get an actual verbal response that you can understand, we're probably out of there. Or you'll hear things have gotten fucked. Send help.
Gotcha.
Yes, that seems legit. Yeah.
Understood. So I will trail from a distance to the location. You two will go inside and I will check in from time to time.
Fair enough. That works for me.
All right. Appreciate that, Lilith. That's
Yeah, thank you. All right,
oh.
Lokar. Let's go be the only people who are willing to actually work to save this city. Let's go.
Lokar just takes a moment, shakes his hands, and all right. All right. Not as aggravated. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. This is gonna be fun, dude.
Not as
Let's go.
aggravated.
Wait, actually, slight question. The spell message, I was reading it. I can still. Do I have to look at the person?
You have to
No.
but
Yeah,
they have to be able
It's
to
within
hear.
range.
Yeah, within the range of 100 feet. That's what I thought.
But
Okay.
but there are a lot of obstacles it has to get through, so you're probably not going to be able to talk to them through the building.
Gotcha. So I have to find a way to get into. Great. Yeah, maybe I should just go with them.
I don't advise trying to climb the building. They'll have people who are up there already. And they'll probably have people within, like, I don't know, the surrounding area. I'd say of about at least 500 yards. They'll have scouts on every direction of that vicinity.
Gotcha. We'll see how this goes then. We'll see how this goes.
I mean, if you hear people screaming, or you hear death happening, or you hear smashes and explosions, or you see smoke, shit has hit the fan.
Gotcha. Of course.
We still just have our wooden swords right now, right? We don't have our.
Yeah, you guys haven't been given anything.
Yeah,
Okay.
wooden swords.
And we still don't have, you guys don't have the staff of Mage Hand, or the wand of Mage Hand for Lilith as well. So that's still
Yeah.
not a thing yet. Now, if you guys remember about the Kildrek, it's a town that has 0 laws. You go in there under your own volition. There's no guards in there that can help you. They can only help you when you're outside the walls. So if you were getting robbed and you run past the gates, the guards can help you. If you walk in and you get knocked down and somebody steals your wallet, they can't help you. There are no laws in the Kildrek. And they pay a hefty sum to the city to be afforded that privilege.
Gotcha. So I'm the backup. Great.
Well, they would not know this,
Yeah, of course.
but you would know that and be able to tell them.
Okay. Well, I give her all 5 of my gold pieces.
Yes, I tell them that info. Yeah, I take your gold pieces. I put it in my little pouch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright then. I should also probably take your weapons since they'll probably get confiscated anyways.
They're just wooden swords. So I'm not
Alright, that's fine then.
too worried about it. We can always make another one, right? Like, we made these a lot when we were growing up, so.
Understandable. I suppose it's not a bad idea. You would probably look a bit dumb to go in there, I guess, suppose with no weapons, maybe. But yeah, right.
Yeah.
Shall we head out then?
Yeah. Be safe. And
You as
again,
well.
thank you. All right, we'll head out.
All right. You guys make your way through the city as night closes in, passing the various districts, seeing shops closing up and taverns starting to get full, all that fun stuff. The changing of the guard has happened again. So these night guards look completely different. They have their ceremonial mist cloaks. If you guys probably don't remember these, they are cloaks that look like smoke, but it's actually just the fabric of their capes. You're not sure what properties these cloaks give them. Like the smoke looks contained, but it just constantly looks like flowing smoke coming off their back.
All right, how does one join the night guard just so they can get said cape?
You have to be a devout follower of Thalon, as well as go through the rigmarole of, proving yourself worthy of, protecting the city in that capacity. Maybe
Jeff, we might look into this.
I'll have to ask Tom about what trials Thalon would put people through to become a guard. But you do know that Sir Thalion was given one of those capes for his services in, I forget what, but I know he's been given one.
Oh, if we do a really good job here tonight, we might get a cape. Oh,
yeah, you might get a cape. So before you guys pass through the gates into the Kildrek, you can see your contact, Volzen Grun, sitting next to a statue in the town square or one of the squares of the Kildrek. He does not have anybody around him. It's just him by himself, back up against the statue, looking very leisurely. And again, I mean, these people aren't dressed, they all kind of dress the same, dark hoods, dark cloaks. There's no insignia on them that would determine, show that they are the skulls. And it is not common to see a skull out in public, but in the Kildrek, it probably would be. Yeah, I'm trying to find Chef. There he is. Cool. So there you go. Remember, enter at your own discretion.
And this is at the top, right?
Yep.
So if you're looking at the 5 on the map and you zoom in, it's the gate southeast of that is where I have your tokens. I'll blow them up just so you guys can see them.
Oh, okay. I see him.
Oh,
Okay, I
yeah.
see the 5.
I see the 5.
Okay.
Yeah, great.
All right.
As soon as you walk in, the scent of the Kildrak takes hold of your nose, almost like sweat and dirt, as you can feel the heat from the steam vents below the city streets seeping into the air. It's definitely a warmer climate, somewhat moist through those steam vents as well. So there's probably a lot of mold, in the buildings around here. The place is not very well kept. It's not as lavish as the other buildings in the city. This place just seems like a giant back alley of a city. There are no vendors in the streets. There's people generally in groups when walking around. Nobody's typically walking by themselves. If they are, then you will notice that that people are staying out of their way. So if somebody is ever, by themselves, they're probably a person of status that you wouldn't know any of these people, but they would here. There are a lot of territorial disputes in this town. So kind of like various mafias, for lack of a better term, that control this place. But there's a lot of gang violence,
Yeah.
with no side necessarily having the upper hand on the other. It's like Warhammer in this bitch.
Yeah, all these gang wars going on.
Yeah, try to keep it. It's like New York City back in the day.
Back in the day.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, well, it's a lot worse now. That's why I said back in the day. Yeah.
Sounds good.
So as soon as he sees you, he slumps off the wall with a big smile and starts walking forward. And he says, "I did not think you all would actually show."
Well, I wouldn't turn down an invitation.
Yeah, well, I don't think you'd really turn down any money.
That also
Well,
would be
Well, depends.
Well, shall I take you to our accommodations for the evening so we can have a proper chat?
sure.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Wonderful, wonderful. And he puts his fingers to his mouth and whistles, and you see 2 tall men come out from one of the alleys. I'm sure you wouldn't mind if one of my friends here just tries to make sure you don't have anything, harmful on you. Wouldn't want you to get hurt now, right?
No, but are we allowed to keep our wooden sticks on us?
Yeah, you can keep your toys. I wouldn't want to separate a child from his toys. You may get some looks, though.
I mean, it's the last piece of home that we have. Sorry.
That's true.
I got-
It is the one thing.
I got some news for you, boys. If you're going to be coming in here and being part of us, who you were before doesn't matter. It's who you are going to be that we care about.
Right. I just sentimental value. I didn't want nothing to happen to it. That's all.
How do you all feel about cats? Allergic?
No, not allergic. As long as they're not long-haired and shed everywhere, I'm pretty all right.
I don't think she has any problems with that, but we'll see, won't we? And he just smiles, a big green teethy grin. As the gentlemen come over, they don't even ask your permission. They just start patting you down hard. You can tell they're trying to be rough as a show of power. You guys, I assume, aren't hiding anything you don't want them to see. Otherwise, we'll need to make checks.
Nope, I'm not keistering nothing.
Both men grunt after inspection and move back into the alley. Says, perfect. Well, yeah, it wouldn't be the Kildrick if you weren't getting touched inappropriately. All right.
As he's walking away, I'm going to do like a hand motion, like I'll have my hand out like a sheet of paper and like I'm writing something, and just be like, "Write me."
Jeez.
I think you're gonna fit right in there, son. What's your name again?
You know what? Because they already know our names, don't they, from before,
Sure.
Jeff?
Do
That's
they?
how I recall it. Yeah.
As I recall, they already knew our name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought
So
they
yeah,
came up and approached us by name for this meeting.
yeah. Um,
Am I
I'm
wrong about that?
Could
I
we get confirmation from the GM?
I cannot tell you what I wrote down, so you have to make that call for yourselves right now.
I don't see the point in trying to hide who I am. I'm not afraid.
Oh, gosh.
I don't know. I mean, how you feel about Basket?
Lokar's a terrible liar, so
Yeah, Chev is not really gifted as a liar either. So, like,
yeah. Fuck it. I'm Lokar.
Ah,
I'm Chev.
I thought you were Chev and he was Local. Perfect. All right, good. Perfect. Please follow me, gentlemen, and don't mind the eyes. They're just not used to seeing kids walking through the streets. Well, with toy sticks.
Fair enough.
Well, I guess they'll have to get used to it.
But kids don't play here? That's awful.
You're not. You're definitely new from around here, aren't you? That's fine. You'll come to learn how things work around here pretty quick.
Yeah, but kids should still be able to play. Like he'll say this while walking, you know.
Lilith, are you here in the killjoy?
I am here, but I'm like at a distance. I'm like at a stall, like within, I don't know, like how far, like I would say like 20, 25 feet away from them.
That's very close.
30 feet, fine.
I'm just
That's very
yeah, that's
close.
still very close. Yeah.
Okay, then I'm 50 feet. I'm like trying to gauge. I'm basically like, you see where
But
they
if
are,
you're
I'm
gonna
all the way
if you're gonna be tailing somebody in a city, you probably want to be at least 100 feet away. 50 foot is very close. 50 foot is.
Gotcha. Thank you. I'm 100 feet then. Where I'm
Okay.
I'm farther. I'm all the way over here then.
All right. And you heard my thing about walking around by yourself, right?
Yes, I heard your thing, and I am also concerned, and I wish Damien was here.
All right, that's fine. So they will walk you not far from the gates, and they go into an alley of, again, all these places just end up looking the same. Wood, splintering wood, very low light. Between the alleys, a little bit more moisture dropping from overhead. Puddles for no reason in random spots, steam coming up from others. Sometimes you'll see some blood or knife cuts or daggers, arrows in some of the sides or stuck into the floor. It does not look like the kind of place that knows no rest from hostility. And Vozen knocks on a door in the one unassuming house, and you hear some knocks back. Oh, go ahead.
Is there a pattern to the knock?
There is. So he does 3 taps with his middle finger and 1 with his index. And then you hear another set of knocks back. And then you hear Vozen grumble and says, "Just open the damn door." And it opens up to a dimly lit room. And inside you see a woman, a cat woman, bound to a chair, gagged. With another man in the room with them, unassuming. Just looks like a...
Is he also bound to the chair and
No,
gagged?
he looks like he's behind her, like a guard, so to speak. And he turns around and puts himself in the door and, does the after you hand motion. "Come on in, gents. We won't be here very long."
Okay.
All right.
Walk in.
And as soon as you both walk in, he slams the door behind. There are windows in here, Lilith, that you could see in. But he says, "All right, well, first things first. This here is my new friend and yours, Poppy. Poppy, say hello to your new friends, Lokar and Chev."
Poppy
Which
just
one's
kind of
Poppy?
Poppy just kind of looks at them and is like, "Get me out of here!"
Oh,
And she's like trying to pull on all the like binds.
Lilith is like
Is-
sitting in a dark alley outside the window, listening in.
my
So-
my fault. It's really hard to talk when your mouth is gagged, and he pulls the gag out from under your mouth. Oh, I'm sorry. Please introduce yourself.
She just like spits at him and is just like, let me go. I don't know what the heck is going on, but you need to get me out of here or I'm going to kill every single one of you."
Oh, wow. He puts the gag back over your mouth. Now, that's no reason to talk. I told you, we're all friends. We're all friends here. I am so sorry. This is not how I wanted first introductions to go.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought you were just had a lot of cats, and that's why you asked.
Oh, no.
Was not the direction I was envisioning this.
That's exactly what I thought was gonna happen.
Yeah, like he had at least like 5 cats, right? That's 4 too many, but like,
Oh, I'm sorry, my friends. Is this bothering you?
well, it wasn't the pretenses that, now I get it, right? How do we feel about cats and the whole shedding thing, and she shouldn't have a problem. Like, I get it now, right? Like
Yeah.
Pardon my
Like,
friend, he's a little slow sometimes.
Oh,
He's
you're a
not quick
woman
on the
cat.
uptake. That's why we work best as a team.
It's really
Yeah,
dark in that
yeah,
room. You couldn't see very well.
I apologize. I'm very literal sometimes. A lot of times, most of the time, all the time.
Too much of the time.
Too much of the time. Yes.
Right.
I've heard I'm too honest at times. And it's hard for me to lie.
Again, not a problem. Roger, if you wouldn't mind. And Roger pulls out a blade and puts it under your neck, Poppy. Let's try this one more time without the nasty death talk. I'm sure there's a time and place, my dear. And he pulls the gag down again. Now, be a nice kitty cat and tell the nice men who you are.
Her like eyes go really wide and I'm sorry. I'm Poppy. I just came into town. I have no idea what is happening. Please don't kill me.
Well, clearly you've been kidnapped.
Actually, she's
Catnapped.
catnapped. See, I like you. I like you. That is exactly the type of person I'm looking for to work for me. Perfect.
Poppy just like hisses and is like, seriously.
Sorry, opportunity arose. I'm sorry, Poppy.
Does anybody have a set of keys or something? All right, Roger.
Jiggle over because it's distracting.
I don't.
Oh, I get it.
All right, Roger. That's good enough. I think she gets the point. And Roger.
He's very punny. He's very punny.
Yeah, he chuckles and he puts the knife away and steps back. Now, Poppy, that is correct. You are new to town, and again, how did you come to be in town?
Well, there's these things called boats. And I came on one, and that's how I got here.
Oh, don't be modest, love. What was on those boats? And Vozen's just strutting back and forth as he talks to you with a cheerful grin on his face.
Nothing important. Nothing important at all. It's just some seeds. Nothing that you would need to know about.
Oh, you seem to present what I need and what I want. How nice of you. But there's actually more to that. Farming supplies for the thumb. Very important seeds for very important crops, if I remember correctly, off the ledger.
Yeah. But they're really not that important. It's just there's not that much. Nothing you need to worry yourself about.
Well, it's
And
not,
she kind of is just like trying to be nonchalant about it.
it's not me who has to worry, Poppy. It's up to you and your new friends to worry about those things, because they're going to help you bring them to me. Isn't that nice of her friend, Lokar and Chev? Isn't she so helpful?
So generous.
I would have to agree. That is awfully nice of her.
And it's nice of you to extend her such a convenient helping hand to someone new in the city. You're doing a civic duty as far as I'm concerned.
Well, they don't call me the Casanova of the block for no reason. Now, it's very simple. Poppy is going to help you get into the warehouse where these items were stored. She knows what they are, she knows what they look like. And you will help her bring them back to me. And if you do this, Poppy goes free, you blokes get into the skulls, everybody wins.
So we just got to bring you back some stuff.
There.
Is it a lot to carry,
No.
or is it just certain items in specific?
Maybe a heavy bag or two. You're strapping young men. You can handle it. Plus, you got this nice young, broad-shouldered, I don't know if you're broad-shouldered or not, strong female. She brought it. She should be able to carry it.
Okay.
But why would you need the seeds?
Why do you
Why do
need
you want them? They're just farming items.
You don't have to worry about that, my dear. That's not a conversation that you and I need to have. But you do need to have your life, last I checked. Is that not correct?
And Locar's just going to interrupt. Well, if you control the food source, you can control the people.
I was just thinking that.
Vosen just stares at you again, and he's just beaming. And you can tell he's very high on himself for picking you. But he says, yes, you need your life, though, don't you, my dear? Can't go on without that.
Well, considering what this town is about, I'm not sure I even want to be here. But yeah, I guess so.
I'll tell you what. You can do whatever you want. You can leave, you can stay. It doesn't matter to me as long as you get me those things that I asked for. Hey, I'll even throw in a couple of gold pieces for you. Maybe some transfer papers, whatever you need.
I mean, that's actually pretty awfully nice. I mean,
It's a good
How
offer
much
for
would
an easy night's work. Let's do it.
yeah, and how much would you pay for these seeds regularly?
I don't know. That's not information I'm
Oh.
privy to. But
Oh, I mean, we can find out for you. See if you're getting a good. Oh wait, you're getting them for free. That is a good deal.
oh, hold on. I haven't got to the best part yet. So, if for any reason that this young woman decides not to be an honorable person of the skulls, I will need you to behead her and bring her head back to me as proof that you can carry out a task. And if you fail to bring in the shipment but bring me the head, you can consider yourselves in.
Well, kind of hard to do that when all we have are wooden swords. Might be able to get a splinter in her, maybe.
And
You got something for us? I mean, that we could use to carry out that mission, just in case.
Gentlemen, you're here to impress me. I'm not here to impress you. Be creative.
we will.
Well,
figure it
like at some places, where they work at, they get like a uniform or something, and
No,
like
no,
the
no,
tools
Carl.
necessary for
Hand
the
on
job.
your
What?
face. Hand on your face. Good. We will figure it out. Poppy, let's go. Sorry. Like I said, he's not the sharpest tool in the shed. But we will find a sharp tool if one is required. Problem solved. Let's go.
Very good. Well, I'll leave you to you. Your schemes and your deals. Roger, let's go out the back. And he goes to leave and says, find your way back into the Kildrick. Give a holler at the statue. And he does a whistle sound. We'll just call it the skull's whistle. And I will come to you. Do not bring the goods into the Kildrick. Store them somewhere safe outside of the Kildrick and come to me and we will go and get them. Thank you.
Hold on, real quick. So you don't want them to bring it. You don't want us to bring them here, right?
Again,
I noticed.
got it.
Hold on. I noticed a small patch of trees just south of here, outside of the Kildrick. Would you perhaps want us to store them there? And your people go at a certain time to see if they're there. And if they are, mission accomplished. If not, then expect ahead.
I don't care where you bring the stuff as long as I can get it.
Well, I'm just saying that right there might be the best approach if you don't want us to bring us into the Kildrick, and it wouldn't be too big of a hassle for y'all or for us to stash them there. I think it's a good stash point if you're looking for something outside the Kildrick.
You're doing so well, Lokar. Let's not overdo it. Right?
Okay, fair enough. We'll figure it out. We'll let you know.
All right. Give a
As
holler.
Lokar,
And
as
if
Lokar walks out the door, I'm like, I
Ho-
got it.
hold
don't
on.
worry.
While he's walking out the door, they're leaving. They're leaving you in the room with Papa. He says, "Oh, and gentlemen, if you don't have the shipment back to me by tomorrow night, consider yourselves marked for death. Nothing personal. I hope you understand. And you as well, pretty kitty."
That
Good.
sounds kind of personal, but I guess since it includes all of us, it's not so personal. It's more of a group thing. I got it. Okay, yeah, not taking it personal.
Have a good night.
Damn
And
mouth.
he walks out the back door.
Jesus. Let's go. Poppy,
Alright.
lead the way, please.
Poppy's still bound to the chair.
I would love to not
Oh.
be attached to a chair.
Yeah.
Alright, I unattach her from the chair. I'm like, all right, I got this. I go on, untie her from the chair. I'm like,
Now,
take
is
us where
this-
we need to go. Please don't
is
give
this
us any
one solid
trouble.
rope, or is this like multiple pieces
Dude,
of
oh
rope?
my god, I will
My
throw you.
gosh.
It's one solid piece of rope.
All right, I'm winding up the rope. I'm taking the rope. It's now my rope.
Add,
It's in my
50,
inventory.
add 50 foot of rope into your inventory.
No, please, Poppy, just take us where we need to go and don't give us any trouble so we can do what we got to do and everybody's fine. Okay? Nobody's nothing is as important as your life to you and us. So let's not go down that road. Okay? Thank you.
Jesus like stares at them and is like, I don't know where the hell y'all get that. And she just like starts stomping out the door and
Thank you.
going in the direction of the warehouse or whatever she's supposed to be going to.
Yeah. It'd be at the docks. You would know where your ship came in at.
Okay.
Okay, and where are the docks at in relation?
They're it's the southeast part of town where the docks are.
Oh, where 17 is. Okay,
Okay.
right?
Yes.
Yes, where the water is. That's the docks.
Well, listen, if you're saying where the water's at, there's water at 12. There's water.
Yeah, so much
Where the
water.
boats are.
Where the wooden dock is.
All right, so yeah, we'll make our way down there.
All right. While you're doing that, I'm following from behind, like until we get out of the kill drop, and then I can actually walk up to you and just be like, "So that went well."
I would hold off on walking up to us until we're closer to the docks, not at the docks,
Gotcha,
but closer to the docks. Just for the simple fact that they could have somebody telling us also. They obviously don't have people at the docks or that
Yeah.
warehouse.
Yeah, once we're closer to the docks. So I just keep following it. I keep following at a distance, like 100 feet, but then I could use my the message spell to like send you a quick message, like, so that went well.
Yeah. Very well.
Then as I'm tailing you, because I imagine I wouldn't have heard what they were talking from outside, correct?
Not unless you were using some type of spell to do it.
It was not. So I'll send another message to Lokar
Well,
being like,
I mean, they walk out. You don't want her to approach you after she walks out. After they walk out of the Kildrick. I mean, you guys. It's up to you guys.
Shouldn't right away.
yeah,
No.
like I start trying
close
to
to-
approach you, you could like nod your head or something, like shake your head or something. And I'll just
Yeah,
like
just,
move
as
away.
soon as I see you, I just shake my head like very slightly in a negative, like no,
Mm.
and keep walking.
Alright.
And act as if I had an itch on my nose. And I'm just like,
Right. And I can just like cast a message and just be like, so what are we doing?
are we able to respond silently?
Yes,
I'll
it
just I'm
works
just
two
gonna
ways.
I'm just gonna help you guys out so we're not making this crazy. You guys can have a conversation. You don't have to worry about being tailed right now.
Okay.
Okay, well then, yeah, I guess that's our biggest concern. I think was being
Yeah.
tailed right now. Like they're watching everything we're doing to make sure we do what they tell us to do and don't fuck around on them. It's like that's what I'd like to do, and to uh, not get found out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, you guys can have a conversation. I'm not gonna.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So, Poppy, was it right?
Indeed.
Yes.
Okay. So here's the deal. All right. Let's walk and talk. Um, this is Lilith, by the way. She's with us. Those people don't know it. Maybe I don't
Hi.
know. I don't think they were watching us. But
Why are you giving out my real name?
Yeah.
well,
Remember what Hugo
I'm
said?
yeah, but they already know. Oh, they only know our name.
Yeah. Well, I guess she knows my name now. Hi.
Yeah, well, she's not part of them, right? She was catnapped.
We
Um,
don't know that anybody could act. So how about
anybody
we act
could have.
and use our brains before our mouths?
I like
That's
how
a
you're
good
all.
point.
I like how
Then
you're
we'll
all
be
saying
able
this
to
in front of her.
disproving glare.
Yeah, no, this is all being said in front of her. Like,
Yeah, this is all being
She's
said for her.
she's
Look,
rubbing
look,
her
like,
temple and is just like, I need all of y'all to just be quiet.
What?
I don't care who you are. I just don't want my head to be chopped off. Let's
Oh,
go
I
get what we
wasn't.
need to get.
chop your head off.
Listen, we don't want to do that either. We're actually here to help.
wait. Why are we chopping her head off?
Oh,
We're
if the
not-
shipment doesn't get there, we have to chop her head off in order to show that we're loyal to the skulls. But I don't want that to happen. And um and I think we should get the seats. However, does he know how much there are?
I don't know.
How does he know about this shipment, Poppy? How did he find out about it?
All right, I'll just tell you what I got here, tied my boat up, and then I went to go somewhere to sleep, find somewhere to sleep, and I get knocked out. And then I woke up in a chair with a gag in my mouth. That is about all I know.
Okay, but why did he say you know where the warehouse is and where the seeds are?
Because I know where they were taking them after they got off the boat, after they were taking everything off of my boat. So I know in the general direction of which warehouse that
Okay,
they went in.
so you brought the seeds.
Yes.
Okay. And he wants those seeds because they're probably for somebody outside the city. It seems like they want leverage over the city or something or some portion of the city. Because there's farmland everywhere outside the city walls. Um,
And why are you wanting to join them? Like what you're wanting to become one
oh
of them? I don't understand
no,
what.
okay. So here's the thing, right? So since you already know,
we,
right?
uh,
Chev and I are
excuse
very new
me,
here.
we have our reasons, and let's just leave it at that for right now until everything is more certain. Okay?
Chev, I don't think she
I
works for
look,
them.
look, look, all right, I love you deeply, but I will slap the shit out of you.
Well,
Shut up.
no, like
You don't need to be
I can
slapping
tell
each
she's a
other.
good person. She's just been in a tense
You
situation,
can tell that
right?
she's a good actor. I'm sorry, I don't believe anyone.
No,
There's no
she's a
reason.
good
There's
person,
no
not a good
reason for
actor.
it.
It's
There's no
obvious.
reason for it.
While they're arguing, I just go up to Poppy. It's like, so you're not from here, huh?
Obviously.
I'm
So
just
how?
saying she's a good person, all right? Like I can
I'm
already
just
tell,
saying
right?
that the best way to make sure of that is to not use our mouths and instead do what we were asked to do in the quickest and most succinct possible way,
Right, right. But
so
at
that
the same
we
time, we don't
won't
want
have
people to
any
go
problems
hungry. I
and
hate being
Poppy
hungry, and I would hate
and
for other people to
Lupin,
be hungry.
I wouldn't like that, yeah, either, but it's not our concern. Right now is
It,
important.
but this
Poppy
is
looked at
Look,
Lilith and
no,
is just like, for someone who says not to use their mouth,
we
they're talking a
have
whole
goals.
lot.
We
right.
have
He's
goals.
he's trying to get me to be quiet, and I'm just
How'd you get
Yes,
tangled up in this?
I might have to like use force if you don't zip it. All right.
Poppy. We'll
Okay,
talk
none of
later.
you
Can you
need to
please just?
use force.
Yes, that is fine. Later, long times from now.
Well, not too long, right? Because we have to figure this out.
Damn it, shut up. Let's go.
Oh, while we're doing this, I'm gonna give Lokar his gold back that he gave me.
Oh, thank you.
All right, so
5 gold pieces.
I look at Poppy. I'm like, you got kidnapped. You brought in a
Catnapped.
ship. That's racist. You got kidnapped,
She's a
and
cat, and she was catnapped. It's funny.
Can't help yourself, can you?
all right,
I
Lokar, give him a little
cannot.
pat on the shoulder. You brought in these seeds. Do you know what type of seeds they were? Do you know what type of
They're
seeds?
all different types of seeds. They were supposed to go to different farms. I'm not entirely sure all different kinds that there were.
But he only wanted a couple bags of them. Or are they multiple bags inside of one big bag?
Well, does he expect the entire shipment or just part of the shipment?
The best way to know this is to go there and see what it is, and then we'll make that decision.
Well, he said it was only a couple of bags, right? So a couple implies 2. Unless he
Couple
was.
supplies, let's go there, see what it is, and make that decision.
All right. Part of me wants
We
to
also
inform.
we also have to remember, Jeff, that the city watch or the night watch could be, watching, right?
You need to remember that we need to go, and you are japping your jaws.
They could have
So,
just heard our
I mean, we're
entire
still
conversation.
going.
The mission's compromised. We got to stop.
oh my god. Like, I'm considering becoming the last surviving member of my tribe right now.
How did Lokar and
just-
Chev get found out?
I don't know what he's talking
Yeah,
about.
because you guys.
I'm just
Losing
imagining we
time.
get to the docks and we're still having this conversation.
Yeah, I mean we're not going to. All right, game face on. All right, game face. That's all you had to tell me, Chev, was game face. Okay,
Game face, Lokar. Fucking game face. For the love of all that's holy.
All right, game face.
They're
All
at
right.
the docks.
at
Poppy's just like, I'm gonna go to the boat. I'm done. See you later.
No.
And she just starts walking away.
Poppy, I don't know how far this guy reaches. I don't know if he's just strictly within that area, or if he reaches outside that area or outside of this country. I don't know. He seems well connected. Maybe not brush this one under the rug.
All right. She starts heading towards where the warehouse is. I don't know where on the map that is.
That's fine. I have a map for it. That's called the warehouse, or Lovoxith warehouse, but we're not going to get to that today.
Oh, okay.
That's fine. You guys will notice that the warehouse is manned by guards, not night watch guards, but looks like dock working guards. They're not very militant. I mean, they don't look professional. They look more like hired hands. But yeah, that is where we will end tonight. We have gaslit Poppy into wanting to leave the town. That's what we took away from tonight.
If you look at Lokar, he now has one strand, like one little like finger grip of hair turning gray.
Ugh.
Oh my
So
Oh my word.
you will have to explain to Grim everything that happened, and Grim will probably be like, "Oh yeah, we're not. That's fine," because Damon's just very chill with everything.
Yeah.
And yeah, prepare to storm the warehouse. Warehouse on general. Doesn't have a specific name, and steal some shit. Okay. All right.